Big Guys Entertainment presents Big Guys Banter. And now here's your host, two guys who like fine dining. Well, they like dining. Pierre Vauchon and Vinny Ep001.
All right,
We're
everybody.
live.
We're live. We're live and in color. Look at us go. Welcome, everybody, to Big Guys Banter, our brand new show. I'm your host with my co-host with the most. I'm Pierre. That's Vinny on the other side. I got to do this. I keep forgetting I'm on camera left and right. There we go. The suit guy and the tech guy. That sounds like a cable access show waiting to happen on its own. Just sounds like I should be trying to sell them computers while you just give them all the tech info about
Exactly.
them. So there you go.
Tech talk
So
with my half.
Yeah, tech talk. There you go. Pretty much your half, because tech for me is drinking and swearing at the computer. As many times that Vinny and I work together, we own a DJ company together. We do a lot of different stuff, and tech and I sometimes work well together, and other times we have a bad, abusive relationship. And Vinny's like the weird moderator to it.
I feel like your marriage counselor.
Yeah, because there's many times where I'm ready to throw a computer away, and Vinny's telling me, like, walking me through how we can make this relationship work.
And the dirtiest look, you give me the dirtiest look sometimes. It is like, it's a piercing gaze you give me when things don't go right.
Because I hate tech so much, but yeah, I have to use it all the time. Like, it drives me insane. Tech and I hate each other to the point where it is like an ex-wife that I just don't want to deal with, but we have kids together. So you're like my giant child, I guess. I don't know what that means, but
I hope
welcome
not.
everybody. Yeah, God, I hope not.
That's not an image I want.
No, nor do I. So that's okay. Welcome everybody to Big Guys Banter. This show's completely random. We're just talking about whatever. We will have it streaming as a podcast as well. We'll be able to get that very soon. So thank you for joining us. If you're here live on the live stream, you get to see Vinny's giant head, the way it's set up. Apparently where he has his setup, he can't move. So it's almost like you're getting a hostage video version of him where it's just his face.
Yeah, I can't move my camera any further back than it is. I guess I could tape it to the wall, but my arms are really not that long enough to do it.
Yeah, see, well, there's a problem. And so you get Vinny's giant head, and then my place is so small, but I have a laptop, so I'm pushed back, so I can either look like I'm way away from you, and this just looks awful on screen. So if you're watching a stream version, what you're seeing right now,
you look like one of those red casing hot dogs.
like a sausage, like the pickled ones at the bar.
Yeah,
Because I want women to eat me up. There you go. Boom. I'm here for you. So
this dating episode has been brought to you by
exactly. So let's get to it. We had stuff to talk about. Vinny, you had brought up a couple things earlier that you wanted to punch in. So I'll send the floor to you first. What is the first? You talked about brownies. I wanted to get to that quickly. You talking about brownies that happened to you last night. By the way, if you haven't noticed, we're both large men, so we do eat.
We are.
Yeah.
We're large men, and I'm partially diabetic, so I probably shouldn't be eating brownies.
Oh yeah,
but
don't give away all the secrets.
Okay. So here's the thing: is I was really craving brownies, and I mentioned to my girlfriend, just out of the blue, I'm really craving brownies. So bless her heart, she made me brownies last night or yesterday.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, they weren't brownies. I mean, by all definition, I guess they were brownies, but they were a little off. And she told me that we didn't have any cocoa in the house, so she had to use hot cocoa packets.
Huh. Now, if we have anybody in the chat logs or signing in, if you have ever done this before, please let us know if this works. I have never Frankenstein brownies before, so this is new to me.
Well, I'm sure it would have worked, I guess, but they still just tasted off. So I had another one last night before I went to bed, And it just
like a true fat man. It doesn't taste right, but we're going to eat more. That's what we do. That's
it's kind of like my thing with candy corn. I hate candy corn, but every year I seem to like that and Shamrock Shakes. Every year I try them, and I'm like,
yes, Shamrock
yes.
Shakes. I say I shouldn't, but I end up drinking like 4 of them by the time the year's over.
But it's like I want to like them. I mean, I love
Right.
mint. Anything mint,
Yeah.
I love mint.
Absolutely,
but they don't taste like mint.
No, they don't. You're right. You're absolutely right. They don't. It's just like the McRib doesn't taste like a rib, but yet you want to eat it.
And
maybe that's just me.
The McRib is a whole different thing. It's like it should have bones, but it doesn't have any bones.
Yeah, well, that's boneless ribs. That's okay.
But it's shaped so it looks like it has bones. So I can imagine the creature that it came from is just like boneless goo cow.
Well, that's pretty much. Have you seen what they make McDonald's meat out of? That's what it is. It's pig slime. It's basically a creature from a sci-fi movie. But anyway, we've gone off course.
Yes.
Brownies. Tasting.
So the brownies. So I knew there was something off on these brownies, and I couldn't quite place it. But it kind of resembled crushed up beans.
Okay.
Like a bean paste.
So healthy. And we don't want healthy in our brownies.
I don't want healthy in our brownies.
I don't want hummus brownies.
My girlfriend has a friend who's a vegan who a couple years back gave us a whole bunch of recipes and was trying to encourage the vegan lifestyle. And I know how everyone says you're supposed to eat one meal a week at least that's vegan, meat free.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's a beautiful dream.
Yeah, they say that's what you're supposed to do, but I like meat.
Amen, brother. Amen. I know. We've just destroyed our vegan sector of the fan base. They are going to be writing us a lot of letters. But so you had it tasted beanie is the best way to put it. It tasted beanie.
It tasted beanie, and sure enough, when I was perusing the thing that washes our dishwasher, the thing that washes our dishes, I'll just reverse it.
Right, that washing thing.
I noticed a black bean can, and I put two together.
Oh, and, Detective Vinny came out. Yeah. Food Detective Vinny, the Hercule Poirot of food, has come about. So you found out there was a bean can. How many cans of beans were used? Just one?
I think just one. That's all I found.
What was her purpose of using the beans? Like, what was it? Was it just to add, or I don't understand.
I don't know what they replace. Maybe there's no eggs in it.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know what. If anyone knows, what do beans replace in brownies? I wouldn't even. I mean, obviously, taste. It replaces taste. It gets rid of taste. That's what it does. But
so Got Clicks Biz. Actually, that's my girlfriend. She said that the black bean brownies suck unless you have chocolate chips. Then maybe they'd work.
She's defending her black bean choices in a Twitter.
And then she
comment.
And then she said we were out of flour.
Out of flour. Okay. So
that's the substitute. You take black beans and you replace flour with them.
With flour? I didn't know that was a thing. Or did she just make this up? Was this did she just want to try it? Which is fine. I've done some weird
I think she's tried it before, and it's one of those things where we tried. One summer we tried a couple of meals and everything was vegan. Everything.
And all hope was gone.
I honestly I have people in my life. I have people in my
getting serious.
I have people in my life who are vegetarian, and and years ago they introduced me to mock duck, which I assume is soy based, like tofu based. But they call it mock duck. Yeah, you know, like Alice in Wonderland, the mock turtle.
Yeah, it's
Probably
like
a similar thing. And
mock duck.
they told me it tastes just like duck. Well, I've never had duck.
Oh,
I've
well,
had chicken.
so now you just think duck sucks. That's the problem.
It did. It did,
Yeah.
and I found myself immediately trying it. You know, being the good guest that I was, trying it.
Yes, and that's important. That's important. Absolutely.
And then immediately going to the store and buying a steak right afterwards.
Oh, absolutely. I would have had one waiting.
So bad.
Yeah, I would have had I would have had a pinch hitter steak waiting in the car, like already cooked, like so I could run out and gnaw on it like a wild animal just to get the meat in my system. I have no problem with vegan stuff, but
granted, I mean, if that's your lifestyle, that's great. But my thing about
you do you.
My thing about but that's a thing is vegetarians and vegans don't do them. They do them and encourage everybody to do them or do what they do.
Some do, absolutely. I mean, it's a cause for a lot, absolutely, and I understand that. I don't really push the cause of eating meat on people just because,
and I don't think any meat eater does. We don't do it. I
don't see that very often. If someone has a link of somebody pushing a meat agenda on people, I like meat agenda, big meat. Yeah. That just sounds like a Pornhub channel, but big meat, pushing big meat on everyone.
Don't search that. Don't search that.
Don't search push big meat on everyone. You're not gonna get anything we're talking about. No, so did she use all the regular stuff other than flour?
I don't know, but she's telling me that it helps the gluten-free folks.
That just makes it. I like it helps the gluten-free folks.
So you replace the flour with black bean because they can't. The people who are actually truly
right,
you know, have to be gluten-free. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they're not just saying it because it's trendy, because there is that out there. There are the people that
don't get me started on that.
Yeah, I know some of those for a fact because I've handed them malted milk balls and watched them eat them for hours. And malted milk balls have wheat in them, and not one of them had an issue. You know, and I didn't know that they claimed they had a wheat, whatever. I didn't know this, so I wasn't being mean. I just literally handed them, oh, you want some? They started eating them, and then 2 hours later told me about how they have a wheat issue and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, you just ate a pound of malted milk balls, which is all wheat and chocolate. Like, it's not.
Which I love. They're one of my favorite. Whoppers are one of my favorite candies.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't know if we could say the actual term or if we were trying for licensing issues to not use brand names. I didn't know.
Okay, so
I used.
I think the rule is not sponsored. So
okay,
they're not sponsored.
Not sponsored. Yeah.
But if Whoppers wants to send me a bunch of Whoppers, I will talk them up.
Right.
I will put them on the back of one of my shelves, right next to the TARDIS or the Cyberman.
Well, let me make it clear that I am a media prostitute, basically. So vegans, if you want me to promote your veganism and you want to sponsor the show, I'll put veggie patties right behind me in tofurkey and I'll eat it right on the show.
See, I am not that much of a whore. Okay, I will not promote things I don't believe in. I believe in malted milk balls, but I do not believe in veganism. Sorry.
Okay, well, that's fine and that's respectable. On the other hand, I'll make that money. So vegans, if you want me to eat tofurkey on the show and give you my true, honest reaction, sponsor us. I don't know if vegans can sponsor us. I don't know if that's a thing. Like, I don't know if there's a vegan board. Oh, we're up on a break?
We are up on a break.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be right back with more craziness with Big Guys Banter. And we're back. That was a great break, wasn't it? Full of action and excitement.
So if you're watching this live, this is how we do breaks for the podcast.
Yes, right, because this is also going to be a podcast. So we have to have space in them for advertising or to promote our own shows and things we have going on. So if you're not watching the show and seeing our giant faces in your screen on your face in your dreams, at least you'll hear our voices and you'll have those ads. So when we say we're taking a break, and if you're watching the live stream, we'll either make weird faces for 8 seconds so that you hear it, or we'll just wait until it's done playing. So either way, we're back. We've been talking about vegan brownies. I think we've angered the vegan community already.
I don't. Maybe there weren't vegan brownies. Maybe there were gluten-free brownies.
Gluten-free brownies. Okay.
Because I don't know if they had egg in it. If they had egg in it,
right.
They're not vegan.
Well, your girlfriend's there. Just yell across the hall and ask if
she's upstairs.
Oh, okay. So it's a thing. You have to wait for her to mess. So
she's saying that she says maybe we'll do a blind black bean brownie test. We don't need to do one. Sure. We just did one and it failed.
Yeah, and it's a whole different show now because we're so separated. She would have to drive down here with black bean brownies and drop them off at my door and not come in or speak to me.
I think she can mail them.
Now. Oh, because they'll get here on time.
Yeah, well, they're not going to go bad.
They can't get worse apparently from what you're saying. So there you go. But speaking of deliveries, let's talk a little bit about that.
So you had a post. You had a post today that I had to mark down, and I was like, "We are talking about this post." And
absolutely.
I don't know if you remember what you wrote.
No, I don't. Please enlighten me. So I babble on my Facebook page. So
I theoretically I have this marked down. I'm trying to be all tech friendly here, you know.
Right.
So
yeah, because if it was me right now,
in a nice background, Facebook background, Pierre writes a friendly reminder to those who have older family members in care facilities. Tell them not to pinch my butt when delivering groceries. Number 1, social distancing. Number 2, I have no butt, nor is it cute, and pinching back there is painful.
Yep,
I don't need to ask any questions. I'm just going to let you take it away.
All right. So, So people that don't know, who might be joining us, it's our first time. It's your first time with us. Oh, it's so adorable. Oh, it's so cute.
Banter virgins.
Yeah, banter virgins. Well, we are too, so it's our first time too. So just like the first time for you, it's awkward and we don't know what we're going to say.
No.
So there you go. But I am a professional wrestler, body piercer, stand-up comic, leathersmith. I do a lot of different jobs, and Vinny and I have our DJ company together, and we do a lot of stuff with DJing, trivia nights, and game shows, and karaoke, and all that good stuff. So with the virus, both of us, basically our jobs got completely cut out. Like our incomes just went down. So I decided to start helping out the community and make a little extra money by doing deliveries for a local grocery store where I live, and doing grocery deliveries everywhere. Well, there's nursing homes all around this area, right? So the way it's supposed to work is I bring the groceries, I call the person, they come down to the front desk, grab their groceries, and I never have real contact with them. Like I don't get close. We don't, I leave them and they pick them up. I spray everything down. I wipe everything down so it's clean. I don't alcohol swab the vegetables. They have to wash those themselves. But we clean everything before it goes to them. So usually the idea is that they don't have to come near me. I don't have to come near them. It's simple. Well, today, twice. This happened today. Same day.
Not just once, but twice.
Twice. 2 times the fun. 2 pinchfuls of butt. It was basically a Me Too moment for me with old ladies. So I went to drop off the bags at one of the places, and I called the woman. She said, "I'll be right down." I said, "Perfect. I'll put them out front." Well, I don't know how she had like 4 bags. So I don't know how she got as fast as she did, but she got down those stairs, like the elevator or whatever, and was literally right behind me, like we were watching a movie, and she just appeared. And I was like, oh, and I was startled. And I said, well, let me get your bags. I'll bring them to the door.
Granny.
You can go wait. Yeah, Ninja Granny, absolutely. So I said, let me grab your bags. I'll put them at the door. No problem. You grab them. Just stay away from me. Not being mean, but I want to have social distancing. I reach in to grab my bag, and I feel 3 pinchy fingers on my ass. And I'm like, there's no one else here. It's not the trunk can't close on me. I'm too big, and my butt isn't there. And I turned around, and she's going, hee 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 hee. And let me tell you, old lady fingers, man, they are like, they're like crab claws. Like she got a hold of me. She got a hold of me with some oomph. Like she was trying to get her some, but I have no butt. Like I don't know. Vinny hasn't looked at my butt, so he won't be able to tell you. But anyone who knows me has been around me long enough, or maybe has seen me naked, which is most wrestling locker rooms have seen me walk around. I have no ass. It's literally like there's nothing there. It's just a big
I don't
thigh.
think fat guys do have an ass. It all goes in the front.
Right. But whatever it is, red beans and rice missed me is basically what I'm saying. You know, for a Sir Mix-a-Lot reference for all you folks.
Right. No, I caught it.
Yeah. Good. So she grabbed a hold, and I turned around. And she was like, hee. I was like, ma'am, probably shouldn't do that. And then brought her groceries, and was like, aha, played it off, laughed it off, a little creepy. I left. I go to the next care facility, and there's like 6 women and a couple of old dudes, all older guys, and they're all sitting outside, like in the little like front area because the sun is beautiful out. Whatever. I walk by this group, and there's one woman on the end, and she has a little like cane, and she asked me how I'm doing. I say I'm great. How are you? We do the whole thing. Then I go to put the bags down, and I have a bag that's full of eggs. It's got like I've got a bag with like 2 dozen eggs in it. And I feel like a grab on I got whack, just nailed my butt, like grabbed a hold of me. And I was like, holy, and I jumped up, and I had the bag in my hand. And like a bad movie, I almost threw the bag up in the air. And I just had this horrible vision of eggs flying everywhere. And she's laughing, and the old ladies are giggling.
Was it the same one?
No, it was different. This was a different place. So it was a different
so this
nursing
place
home.
had 2 perverts, and they were both female.
Yeah, well, it's 2 different nursing homes.
Oh,
so
okay.
I dropped off at one, dropped off at another. So, but it happened both today. And when I got there and she grabbed me, I turned around and they're all giggling, and the guys are harring, and I was in shock. I was just like, "Holy crap! When did y'all get this randy?" I mean, I know senior citizens. I've heard that nursing homes have a pretty high rate of hanky-panky, so to speak, like a lot of flipping around and sexuality. I didn't know until people.
Well, you don't have to worry about pregnancy at that point.
That's true, and if you do, you'll make $1 million for being in a tabloid for it. But so I just couldn't get over it, and I was like, you know what? I am sure I have a lot of people on my Facebook that are local that I deliver to who have family, older family that are in these facilities. So I just had to say something like, hey, tell them not to pinch my butt. I don't mind getting my butt pinched. So ladies, feel free. If you see me in public, grab my butt if you want.
But you have an age preference.
Yes. I don't want, not Golden Girls. I just don't, and it's nothing against you. Please, I don't want to lose our older audience. The Golden Girls is my favorite show of all time. And it's a kind of a joke going on that, and also yesterday was it? I believe, yes, or the day before. The day before, because today's Monday, the day before, I got flashed by an 80-year-old woman. Like, she was at her door, and she went to open the door. She had a bathrobe on. I dropped the groceries. She went to say thank you. She whipped the door open, and her robe opened up, and she wasn't wearing anything under it. And she's waving, saying thank you, not paying attention. I look up and just see wrinkles and stuff that I shouldn't see. Even if I like Pornhub in that area, I shouldn't see it. And she was waving, and then she realized, the best part is she realized that she was completely naked and just started laughing, standing in the doorway, waving, laughing, naked.
Well, at 80 years old, you don't care anymore.
It's true, and it's amazing. I walk around my house naked, and I answer my door naked. I don't know about you, Vinny. I don't know if you do.
I don't.
No?
I don't really like to be... No, it's not that Sarah doesn't allow it. I just don't like to be naked.
Really?
I don't... See, I don't like to be barefoot either. Like, I wear socks all the time.
Oh, really? See,
and then I have slippers on in the house.
Slippers? Are they fun slippers at least?
No, they're not fun slippers. They're just Here. So this will be.
Oh God, Vinny's getting naked. If you're watching the, oh no. Oh, okay. So you go with sensible old man shoes.
Like I am old. Holy cow! I am a sensible old man. I am going to be the
you're
one
not
that.
Old.
Okay, well, I'm like a month younger than you are.
Man, you're still not old.
No,
Don't
I'm
put
not.
us in that category. Jesus,
I feel
as far as everyone knows, we're 27. We are spring chickens.
I'm a month younger than that.
Right. We're going to do the Howard Stern thing and never admit that we're actually in our, in our 40s and 50s and whatever. We're not in our 50s, everybody, just so everyone knows. But Howard Stern's like, what, 70 now? I don't even know.
I don't know.
I lost track of him. Is he still on radio?
Yeah, he's still doing Sirius. Right? He's on Sirius.
Yeah, he's on Sirius. Yeah, okay.
They're just doing this free thing right now. I mean, a lot of places are doing free stuff right now during this whole COVID thing.
Yeah, well, everyone's supposed to be staying home even though they're not, which, that baffles me. I can't get over how many people are not staying home. I'm out on the roads doing deliveries, grocery deliveries, and there's more traffic now than I normally have when we work in the middle of all this.
You were saying before we connected that I'm sorry, but I have to do this. Jerry just wrote, I'm the old man member. Yeah, Jerry, he
is.
See, he's only like 12 years older than I am, but he acts like he's like 80.
Well, let's start with, I'm going to have to roast you a little bit here, Jerry. That hat with the glasses and the look on your face is what makes you old. It's not that you're old. You look like you should be in Grumpy Old Men in that picture, like the way you have yourself.
Well, see, my girlfriend's known him since he was like early 20s. And she said that he dressed like an old man back then, too.
Oh, so he was Walter Matthau, is what you're saying.
Yes. He's constant state of Walter Matthau.
That should be, that's our new hashtag, constant state of Walter Matthau. Grumpy Old Man Jerry. Grumpy Old Man Jerry is our new character. We got to add characters. We have our own Rat Pack. We'll just have crazy Old Man Jerry.
Like the old Michael Mayer show had their, or the Don and Mike show.
Mm-hmm.
They had their crazy.
Yeah, they had their little crew. Yeah, we'll have to have Jerry, the grumpy old man. He can just type angry tweets and we put him up when he's complaining about stuff like the weather.
Becky's writing that he is the old man.
Man. All right. Well, good. Old man Jerry's here. Good to see you.
And Becky, good to see you too.
Yeah, good to see you, Becky. Yes, absolutely. So I noticed it when I was out driving today. I was like, I'm out delivering to people who are supposed to be staying at home, and there was more cars on the road than even normal before the virus hit, and I couldn't get over it. I was like, I thought we were staying home. I thought that was the point. I thought we were all staying home.
I think that people have their definition of stay home is different than what the definition should be in the dictionary.
Yeah, like what actually is. All those memes going around about dogs saying, "Wow, I can't believe it. They can't learn how to sit and stay." The humans. It's so accurate. Like I'm watching people just drive. I mean, and some of y'all don't act like you're not, because I drive around doing deliveries and I drive the same streets all day, and then I see you. I see your car 8 times in different areas, and you're just wandering at 40 miles an hour, driving like an old man, Jerry. So if you're out driving and cruising, I blame
Jerry's
you.
Jerry's the big driver out there like an old man.
Yeah. Are we up on a break?
We are up on a break. How did you know?
I just had a feeling.
You're
all
psychic.
Right. I've got it down. We'll be right back with Big Guys Banter. Stay tuned after these important messages. All right. Thank you for listening to our ads. They were beautiful, marvelous. They sounded great. Thank you so much for joining us. We're back here with Big Guys Banter. We were just talking about we try not to talk a lot about the virus stuff, but we have to bring it up because it's there.
It's one of those things where it's on topic right now. So I'd like to look at the lighter things of it, or the things that really annoy me.
Right, fair enough. Yeah,
like
I'm not
the
looking
stay
at the
at home.
Yes. So what you had brought up, you were looking up stuff today about the virus stuff.
Well, see, we're in Vermont. If you're listening to this podcast and you're in another country or another state, we are actually in Vermont, and we've been staying home for a little while now. And our governor just or our attorney general actually has made it possible for police to actually pull people over, and you can get fined now. You can get fined up to $1,000
for being out, for driving around,
for being out, or businesses being open that are not essential businesses. So
right, and that's
civilly and criminally, you can get fined.
Really? So
yeah,
I haven't heard much about it, and I also heard, is it true? I don't know if you heard this today, that they've extended our stay at home to the 30th.
I know they were talking about that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. So if anybody's seen it, send us a message, because we're not that up on it right now. We started doing the show and we didn't really fact check that. So I'm not just going to talk and pull a Trump and just say random crap that might not be true. But I think I heard somebody say that the stay-at-home order is getting extended here in Vermont, like a lot of places, because Trump had already put it to the 30th. So I think Vermont extended it as well, I'm guessing. But
I know that in Burlington residents who flout the statewide stay-at-home order could get slapped with a $100 ticket in the city, and that's from 7 days. So, but it could be up to $1,000.
But what's their criteria? Like, how do they prove what you're doing is non-essential?
I guess the point of it is to do it so it's education. So the police will try to educate you first. But if you're like a repeat offender and you're being seen a lot all the time, I think they're going to start issuing tickets.
How does the stay-at-home order work for the homeless? I just stopped the room with that, and I wasn't even making a joke. I'm really thinking, like, what do they do? Like, what?
That's a good question.
Yeah, well, it's called stay at home. What's he doing on the street? Like, I am home. Like, this is home. Like, I live here. Like, I don't know. Stay in my box. I'm not quite sure what that means. Like, and how would they find them?
I mean, what? Now you're just depressing me, man.
Well, I'm not trying to. I'm just asking a real, honest question. Like,
that is a great question.
Yeah, like, what do you do? How does that work? Like, how do they find? So I'm just interested to see where those dynamics come from. How they're gonna find somebody for being out and prove that they're just out being stupid. And here's the thing: I don't know about you, Vinny. I don't know, but
Becky's saying most are being hosted by the state.
There you go. See, thank you.
So we're paying the rent.
Actual information. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Well, actually, we're not paying shit right now. No one's paying anything, really. Everything's kind of frozen. Which I'll get to that another time.
Speaking of that.
Yes. Oh, yes, there. Yes, I forgot. We do have our Patreon page. If you want to subscribe, we're going to be adding new elements to our subscription levels here at Big Guys Entertainment. We have a lot going on. We have a lot of shows. We're doing live trivia every week. We're going to be doing podcasts on a regular basis. We all have shows going on, so please check out our Patreon page. It's patreon.com//Big Guys DJ with 2 G's, BIGGUYS DJ. Check that out. Help us out. We would greatly appreciate it. We'll mention you on the show at certain levels, all that good stuff. So there, we got that cheap plug in the middle of the show. I forgot about plugging our Patreon page.
Yeah, so. What kind of carny are you?
I know. I'm usually a really good carny, but that one just caught me off guard. I forgot all about our Patreon.
You talked about our streams of income going away, and how you started started the delivery, and then didn't mention the Patreon at all, Pierre.
I know. I'm slipping. I'm tired. I lugged a lot of groceries today. What could I say? But yeah, so those, did that just go into effect today? Like the ticket thing?
No, over the weekend. Over the weekend.
Oh, over the weekend. Okay. Yeah. And so it's all statewide. It's statewide.
Apparently, I mean, Burlington, I guess, is enforcing it more, but yeah, it's a statewide thing. So
interesting. What else did you have? You had some other stuff. Yeah, I remember you said really quick you wanted to talk about from COVID World, as I'm calling it. It sounds like COVID World sounds like a place you go on Coney Island. Check out COVID World.
It's fun.
Welcome to COVID World, everybody.
Well, did you hear about the new the latest victim of COVID-19?
Gary Coleman?
No.
Oh, is he dead?
I think he's dead.
Oh, well, then he really got affected.
Yeah, I think it was previously.
Fake news. Stop it. Anyway, yes. So who's the latest victim?
In the Bronx Zoo, a Malaysian tiger got COVID-19.
Well, it was an animal-based illness first that jumped to humans, right?
No. I heard that. It came from the wet markets.
Yeah, and they ate like a weird animal. I heard so.
Yeah, but that's different than like. I mean, you can't get it from your dog or your cat. So because people have been freaking out and bringing their pets back.
Right, like getting rid of them. Yeah, which is stupid.
Right. Yeah. So if you're listening to this, do not get rid of your pets. You're not going to get them from. You're not going to get COVID from that.
But if you have tigers, Joe Exotic or Carol Baskin, they can get sick now. Now we know.
Apparently we can give it to them, but they can't give it back to us.
Just another shitty thing we do to animals.
Exactly.
Yeah, we don't always treat them the best, and now we get you sick. You're welcome. You're welcome, Earth.
Oh, it looks like somebody plugged your Scott just wrote in. Said, I had a Zoom call today with 30 local people, and I gave a plug for you and your Greg's delivery service. Hope you get some business.
Oh, thank you, Scott.
Now, are you the only person in Middlebury that actually does deliver?
As far as I know, one Chinese restaurant, I know that crew, they've always had one guy, the same guy for years who delivers. Really nice guy.
The only Chinese restaurant in Middlebury.
There's two.
There's two?
Oh, one. There's two.
Okay, you got one by Fire and Ice, and you got one out in the
way out in the other end of town.
By Jerry.
But the one way on the other end of town is the one that delivers.
Oh, okay.
And so I know they have delivery, but I don't think any other place is doing delivery. So I'm the only delivery guy. As I was telling Vinny right before the show, I've been out doing grocery deliveries all day. I wanted to grab some food. I didn't want to cook tonight. So I thought to myself, I'll call somewhere and have it delivered. Then I realized if I do that, I have to go pick it up and deliver it to myself because I'm the only delivery guy.
See, I live in Essex, and I am blessed. I am truly blessed.
Yeah.
I have GrubHub, and I have DoorDash, and I can order from just about any restaurant.
Wow,
in the
they
area.
Both actually work up there.
Oh, yeah.
Like they actually have enough business. Really?
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
See, awesome.
You have to understand, Vinny knows where I live. He lived here at one point as well. This is a very small town where I live. Super tiny. We have a lot of restaurants and bars, but Uber's not a thing here. I tried. I have an Uber account. I was going to be an Uber driver. Nobody uses Uber because they all drunk drive, which is true. So let's be real. They, people drink and then they live on back roads, so they just drive home, and so they don't usually use Uber that much. And I was going to do DoorDash and do GrubHub and be a part of those, and I realized I didn't need to because nobody uses them down here. Like half the people I mentioned it to, they didn't even know what it was. They're just like, "What? We don't, huh?" So I'll just do my own. And
see, I would have taken advantage of that because I loved. That was the best thing about pizza places in Middlebury is because when way back when Neil and Otto's they delivered, you could order pizza and they would bring it to your house. Having food brought to you is amazing.
Yes, oh absolutely. We have two pizza joints in Middlebury in our town, and neither of them deliver. You have to go curbside pickup only. I don't
think Green Peppers has ever done it.
No, I don't know if they have, but I love how specific we're getting. There's people around the world going, "What? Huh?"
I don't care. And they're not sponsoring us, so I'm not endorsing any of them. But if they want to sponsor us,
Yeah.
Give us
See,
a call.
right there. Absolutely. Call us. I will plug you and you only if you want me to. And I'll say the rest have rats in them. No, I won't say that. I don't know. I eat it both, so that would be awkward. I wouldn't want to. It's such a small town.
So Scott the Geek said, then again, if you're the only Instacart GrubHub, then you can basically own the market as people learn about the app.
Well, here's the problem that I found in this area. There are a lot of people who are not at all tech savvy or use apps like that.
Like Pierre.
Like they don't even
Pierre would have to use the app.
Yeah, I don't want to use the app. It's so much easier to just have them call Greg's and pay them, and then or do it all in one spot.
Yeah, but have you ever used it? Have you ever used it? I mean, you've lived all over.
Yeah, I've never used a GrubHub or a DoorDash. I've used Uber.
So nice. It is so nice because you can watch. You can be a creepy stalker and watch your driver go pick your food up and then drive to your house, and you know exactly when. I mean, I can't even. It's like half the time when I have friends come over, I wish I had the Find My Friends app on their phone so I knew what time they're arriving. I mean, I have it on my girlfriend, so I know when she's coming home a lot of times.
Oh wow, we're delving, but you've just crusted, like you've just actually leveled up fat guy level to like a level 99. You're now a level 99 fat guy. You were just talking about watching your driver get your food and driving to you.
Love it. I love it. I love knowing. And then I watch them detour. So I know they have other deliveries, and I'm like, oh crap, my food's gonna be cold.
Do you get a discount?
No, it's not like the pizza with your 30 minutes or less. Or we?
No, they don't do avoid the Noid. Well, f that.
No. And I would order from the pizza joint just down the road, just so I don't have to go anywhere. I'm that guy.
So you literally watch on your phone. You watch a little car drive with. Now, does it look like a car or like a pizza slice?
Yes, it has a little car icon. It has a little car icon. So you watch
the car. Now, have you ever seen the car just go away with your food and not come to you?
No, they're pretty good about that. I have to say the drivers are really. But here's a suggestion that I have for the folks at DoorDash and GrubHub. Allow me to tip afterwards, not during the whole thing. I'd like to be able to tip based on the service, because it's not fair if I get bad service that I tip.
Well, what do you define? What do you define as bad service with a delivery?
I guess
they show up naked.
Well, it depends. I've had some ones I wouldn't mind.
Fair enough.
So they would get an extra tip.
Yeah.
Dinner and a show.
There you go. Absolutely. So what do you define as bad service in a GrubHub or DoorDash? Like, do they throw the pizza at you and say F you and run away?
Well, see, now they're pretty much, if they do deliver, they just leave it on the doorstep. There's no interaction. So it's not that big of a deal. But forgetting things. Like, one time I had to tell the person everything I ordered because I guess they had too many deliveries at one time, so they didn't know exactly which one was which. We can get in a whole thing because the different places in this area do delivery differently. I have to say that so far my favorite one, and I know it's a chain restaurant, but local people work there too, man. But McDonald's right now handles their deliveries the best. They have a nice little setup that the driver does not have to touch any of your food. It comes from McDonald's in a sealed bag, and it's beautiful the way they do it.
Is it weird? Is it weird that I like a little bit of the excitement of possibly someone touching my food? Is
that is a little weird?
Okay, well,
especially now. Especially now.
I live dangerously. Yeah. Oh, we're up on a break. I hear the music. You guys listen to our great sponsors and our ads, and we'll be right back with more Big Guys Banter. Stay tuned. I just realized while we're in the break, I look like I have no teeth because I put my lips in while I'm doing this, and I'm like, I look like I've lost all my teeth, or I'm taking them out during the break.
I
So,
put them in a
welcome
jar
everybody.
next
We're
to my
back.
table.
Yeah, there you go. That would be a whole different live stream. There you go. Welcome back, everybody, to Big Guys Banter. We're on our last segment here before we get out of here. We've been talking about Tigers with COVID. I was going to get into Tiger King, but I found out that Vinny has not watched Tiger King.
And
and he's one of these hipsters who refuses. Why don't you want to, though?
No, I think it's a hipster if you do watch these things.
Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, if you watch them when they happen, I'll watch stuff like 2 years down the road.
Right, but then it's not topical when you have to discuss it. Like if we go,
I don't have a water fountain. Well, actually, I do have a water bottle thing, Spencer, but I don't go to an office and I have to talk about what happened last night. I watch things streaming.
But now you have a podcast. Now you have a podcast where you have to talk about what people are actually involved in. Just like we had an argument about a half an hour before the show about the fact that maple syrup is sugar, and you were trying to say it wasn't.
No, it's sweet, but it's not sugar.
Yeah, but it's basically sugar.
Yeah, but it's
sugar.
Sweet. But it's sweet.
What?
There's a difference between
sugar. That's the
and
whole
something
point
being
of
sweet.
Sugar.
No, sugar is sugar.
What?
Sugar's that white crap.
I like we're getting into what I call fat mantics or fat guy semantics here, but fat mantics is what that is. I think I just made up a word. Fat mantics. Just sounds more like a Godzilla. That sounds more like a Godzilla villain, but still, I don't. Oh, there we are, Pierre and Vinny, suit guy and tech guy.
Every so often I'm going to hit buttons.
Yeah, why not? That's what you do. You're the tech guy. And he got the giant head. He's got the big floating head in the
Of course, if you're listening to the audio version of this, you have no idea what I'm doing.
That's okay, but you could also come and find us on our stream and watch it there too.
Here's the thing. It's kind of like years ago, Jerry trained me in radio. Okay? And so I worked with Jerry at a radio station. That's how I met Jerry. And
the old man.
Yes, the old man. The old man in the previous, in I think the second segment.
Right, second segment, yeah.
Yeah. The old man from there. That's a callback. So I worked with him in
radio trick.
Yeah, exactly. Worked with him in radio, and he would do shows where he would have a sword swaller on the radio show. He has visual things. They would do yoga in the morning on the radio.
Yeah, so a side note to that, as a wrestler, I did a lot of radio interviews. And I used to go out a lot on the road and do radio interviews when we go to do a show somewhere. And they'd always have us on with Squiggy in the morning or whatever DJ, Zippy in the morning zoo or, whatever crew. And they'd always want me to put someone in a hold or body slam someone, like pick them up and throw them around. Which never made sense to me because, one, you're in a room smaller than a postage stamp.
Yeah.
And there's 4 people around microphones. And they're like, yeah, hey, why don't you do a favor and pick up our buddy over here, Scruffy K, and put him in a hold and a lock and make him scream. And all right. And
it's almost like telling a stand-up comedian to tell a joke.
Right, exactly. Oh, yeah, trust me, I hate that. I hate when people say, oh, you're a comic? Tell me a joke. I always look at them and ask them what their job is and tell them to do it right there on the spot. Right? Yeah, exactly. So we used to always get these radio guys who would want us to do holds. And I'm like, well, we don't even actually have to do the hold, you idiots. Literally just have him scream and say, I put him in a headlock.
Grunt in the microphone.
Yeah, yeah. Like we're doing voiceovers for porn. Yeah. And nobody would know any different. But they would literally want me to put a guy in a hold. I'm like, I don't want to choke out your idiot friend who's not actually working here but is hoping this is going to land him a job, because they always have that, there's those people that kind of hang out. And
however, I've seen you chop one of your idiot friends because he wanted it.
Oh yeah. If you meet me on the street and you sign a waiver and want me to chop you, I will chop you, absolutely, without question. As long as you sign a waiver, I'm not going to get sued, or you're not going to try to have me arrested. Consent is important, especially when you're hitting someone. I think there's a level there. Yeah. So I'm fine. If you want me to chop you, come over, sign a waiver. I'll chop you. And I did it. Ryan Kenyon actually is who I did it to. Hi, Ryan, if you're watching the show.
Hi, Ryan. And if you're not, you should be.
Exactly. If you're not, then I'll chop you the next time I see you for not watching. So, no, I chopped it, but I did that to a radio DJ in Massachusetts. It was like a little podunk radio station out on the western part of Mass. And they literally were like, hey, why don't you chop it, Big Gay VDE, whatever his name was, in the morning? I was like, all right. It's fine. So we're sitting in the little booth, and he's standing there, and he's literally like 2 feet from me because we have no room. I'm like, all right, I'm going to chop you. And I said, open up your shirt. He goes, well, I don't want to take my shirt off. I'm like, no one can see you. Like, who are you? What are you worried about? Like, me? So finally he opens up his shirt, and I didn't pull it. I just wailed him with a chop. And I heard this noise come from the DJ. He had a great voice, and it was so it sounded like his liner voice that he was doing, like trying to like do like his, hey, we're back, welcome everybody. But he kind of ended up going, and like this weird guttural.
It's almost how Ryan reacted because I know he knew it was going to hurt. He was trying to toughen up and ready to go. And it was that split second where he just paused and everything paused, and then his brain finally caught up.
Yeah, the air was leaving as his brain was going, oh, we just got hit by a freight train.
Yeah, we didn't know he couldn't breathe at first, so we didn't know if he was going to breathe.
Yeah. If you chop someone hard enough, you can knock I've had the wind knocked out of me many times wrestling, and been chopped so hard that I couldn't breathe. I
have a weird bucket list of wanting to be put through a table, but I do not want to be chopped.
Yeah, it's kind of being put through a table. That is a funny bucket list thing. I mean, mine's to sleep with B. Arthur, and she's dead, so that won't happen.
Well, it could.
So I'd be arrested. Actually, it wasn't even B. Arthur it was really Blanche from the Golden Girls that I wanted to. Rue McClanahan. I really had a thing for her. My crush was with her. And I love you, Betty White. You're alive. You're the last Golden Girl. I will kill people to bring you toilet paper if you need it. Just so you know, Betty, if you listen to the show, if for some random reason
I'll tag her in the show description.
That Betty White is listening to this show. Betty White, I love you. You are my favorite human. You are the last Golden Girl. I will bust through doors to make sure you have toilet paper or whatever you need. I will kill people for you.
I know how you immediately went to toilet paper.
Well, yeah, that's because that's what. Whenever you go to the store, it's still not in the damn place.
I don't worry about it anymore.
This weird hoarding.
I have no worry about it.
Why?
We have a bidet.
Yeah.
My life is good.
By bidet, did you buy one or did you just use a garden hose?
No. Actually,
Sarah spray you down after?
Someone my girlfriend worked with actually had a few of them, and in the box, not used. I don't know why she. I don't know why.
Wait, we have to backtrack. Who has a few bidets? Like who's stock hoards bidets?
I don't know. Christmas presents that never got opened. I don't know.
Yeah, because I can't count the number of times I was like, it'd be great Christmas presents for all my friends. Shit hoses is what that is. Yeah, a big bidet. A crap hose is what I'm going to go buy everybody.
But I got one, and I'm happy.
So I have to ask this because you're a big guy, and I know this. Does it clean all of your big butt?
Holy cow! That thing, and it has some pressure too. It's amazing how much pressure that thing has.
Pressure. I don't know if I like the idea of pressure going into my butt.
I can give myself an enema. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, God. Oh, visuals I didn't need ever in my life.
For those of you who made it through this part of the show, thank you.
Yeah. It's good that we did this in the third segment. If you enjoy talking about bidets and crap pumps, join our Patreon page. It's right there, Big Guys DJ. Yeah. Click away from us talking about bidets. Go subscribe to our Patreon page, and then maybe we'll put one of the subscription levels that we'll never talk about bidets again, because that's insane. I've thought about getting one over the years, never have, and unfortunately, I don't have a bidet hookup. Who just has one floating around.
You don't need a bidet hookup. it actually goes right through your. So the water of the regular water that goes into your tank goes right into this thing first. So it basically splits it off. So part of the water goes in your tank, and then the other part goes in the bidet. So you don't need a separate hookup. And it was really easy to do.
Really?
Yeah, and the thing pops down from the top and sprays you. And then you can wiggle around.
Oh God, please! I don't want to picture you wiggling naked on a toilet, getting your ass sprayed. You're
welcome.
We've gone too far.
We've gone
too far. Oh no! Those are the things of nightmares, Vinny. I don't even know.
We're still keeping this. I can still mark this down as clean. We're not swearing. We're not doing anything too graphic.
No, I guess not. Yeah, I don't know for advertising how that works. We'll never be monetized at this point. Our first episode out, we're talking about bidets. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Big guys banter.
I'm sorry, but it was the big thrill when Sarah came home and she said, I have something for you. You're really well. She didn't even. She texted me from work, said, I have something for you. It's something you've been really wanting. And
another woman for you're going to be excited.
Okay, that was the second thing I really wanted, but
okay, that's on your bucket list.
But when I opened it up, I was so excited. And then we during the weekend we put it together, and it was not this weekend, so we've had it for a few weeks. So I'm very happy with it.
So
the only problem is it's not heated. So cold water is
that's like torture at that point.
You know, I'm getting numb to it. I'm just sucking it up.
There's things. Oh God, that sounds awful.
First world problems, you know.
Yeah, we definitely have them. I've learned new things tonight that I didn't know if I wanted to learn. That your butt is sucking up cold water and it's numb. I don't know if I really needed all that tonight. It's been a long day, and apparently it just got a little longer. It looks like by the clock we're almost out of here.
We are.
Time. All right.
And I was worried we weren't gonna have enough to talk about.
We didn't even get to half of what we could have got to.
No, we didn't.
We'll be fine. We'll be back next week every Monday night, right? That's what we've decided. Monday nights at 7.
I think we should do that.
Yeah, Monday nights at 7. We'll be back with Big Guys Banter. If you're around and want to check it out, check out Vinny's podcast, I Love Old Time Radio. Great show. He plays a bunch of old radio broadcasts.
Do you even actually know what I do on that show?
I do. I've listened to it. Yeah,
I've
listened to your shows. I've listened.
Really?
Yeah, I've listened to a couple. When you first started, I haven't heard many recently. But when you first started, I listened to the first few.
I'll have my 400th episode on Friday.
Yeah, I know. I don't listen to a lot of podcasts, unfortunately.
You have a lot to catch up on, Pierre.
Yeah, I got to catch up, but
every day I do a different. Every day I do a different theme. So Mondays we have adventure. So I have the Shadow. Tuesdays is comedy. Mm-hmm. Right now we have Our Miss Brooks. Wednesdays are detectives. We have Broadway is my beat right now. Thursdays we have horror and suspense, and we're doing Inner Sanctum mystery. And then on Friday we have Groucho doing our You Bet Your Life.
Nice. So every day you got a
different show, a different day.
Yeah, perfect. I Love Old Time Radio. Check that out. I'll be on my Facebook Live feed tonight doing the Quarantine Show, which is my solo, just kind of goofing around, talk about weird stuff show. I haven't really set that. Will you change
your shirt or your jacket?
Yes, I will change my jacket for Quarantine Show. So that way we don't destroy the walls of change here. We can break continuity. So, but we'll have so that way Big Guys Banter, I Love Old Time Radio, and Quarantine Show don't have the same canon. We have to, right. It's important. It's important to change the canon. So they have their own individual canons. So I'll be talking tonight about some random stuff. I'll be talking about the old lady thing probably, but I'll also be talking about sex talk with kink and all that kind of stuff, and doing some advice columns that I had some emails, talking about old movies. We'll be doing all kinds of stuff. But come back next week for Big Guys Banter, Monday night, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. For Big Guys Entertainment, I'm Pierre, the suit guy.
I'm Vinny, I guess, the tech guy.
He's the tech guy, yeah, the big floating head. Thank you, everybody. Join our Patreon page. And I hope you guys are taking care of each other. I hope everybody is safe. And I hope you had some fun tonight with us. I know we had fun. And we will see you next week with another episode of Big Guys Banter.
You've been listening to Big Guys Banter with Pierre Vachon and Vinny Hebert. Be a part of the show by tuning in live or listen to the audio version on our website at bigguysdj.com. This has been a presentation of Big Guys Entertainment. For a transcript of Big Guys Banter, write down everything they say.